お前はもう死んでいる。何？
Hello, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Today, playing some mono black zombies in historic best of 3. Midnight Hunt is finally here. We get a whole bunch of new toys to mess around with, and also standard rotation happens. So I know a lot of people are going to be interested in trying out that fresh new format. You know, everybody's rejoicing that they got their format back from the oppressor that was Eldraine. But for me, you know, Elrond's Epiphany and Goldspan Dragon are still flying around, and I don't want to deal with that right now. So I'm going to be focusing on historic, seeing how these new cards impacted the format, if they can impact it at all. So mono black zombies is a little bit different from the Orzhov zombie list that I put out a week or two ago. That deck was focused more on draining the opponent by pinging them every time a zombie entered our side of the field. This time around, however, going with a more aggressive smash face kind of approach. And the reason for that is the 3 new cards that we got from Midnight Hunt. The main one being Champion of the Parish. This is a 1/1 for 1. It is so awesome. It says, whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Champion of the Parish. Very simple, straightforward card, but it can get big real fast. This on turn 1, it's easily a 3/3 4/4 by turn 3, and I've seen it up to like an 11/11 in my playtesting. So this thing is something to be reckoned with. We get another couple good cards. Next one is Jadar. Now, this is not a zombie. However, it is a human wizard that, at the beginning of your end step, if you control no creatures with Decayed, creates a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. How sweet is that? This is just a decaying zombie engine. And the idea behind this is, well, we're basically going to run our decayed zombies into our opponent. Decay says, a creature with Decayed can't block, and when it attacks, sacrifice it at the end of combat. So hopefully it gets in for 2 or 3 damage. Sometimes it just gets blocked by a 4/4 and then it dies, but that's fine because Jadar is going to make another decaying zombie, and that's going to be putting +1/+1 counters on Champion of the Parish every time. I love the little interaction between these two, and I've seen opponents decide to kill Jadar over a giant Champion of the Parish because they knew Jadar was just going to keep pumping out decaying zombies. The other sweet new card from Midnight Hunt is Tainted Adversary, a 2 CMC 2/3 with Death Touch that says, when Tainted Adversary enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 and a black any number of times. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, put that many +1/+1 counters on Tainted Adversary. Then create twice that many 2/2 black zombie creatures with Decayed. That means if you put it out as a 2/3 for 2, pretty sweet. It's still a 2/3 for 2 with Death Touch. That's great value. But if you do end up putting an additional 3, so 5 total mana, it comes in as a 3/4 with 2 friends that are going to be 2/2 zombies. That means 3 bodies for the price of 5 mana, meaning 3 +1/+1 counters on the Champion of the Parish. Plus, we're going to be going super wide, so it's going to play very well with some of the other cards in our deck. The Lord of the Accursed and Death Baron. Both of these are giving +1/+1 to our zombies, and in the case of Death Baron, the zombies also get Death Touch. In the case of the Lord of the Accursed, it has an ability for 1 and a black and tap it. All zombies gain menace until the end of turn. Pretty awesome. So that's the main core of the new deck. We're also playing a couple of other cards that are, just good utility zombies. Lazotop Reaver is just a 1/2 for 2. However, it amasses when it enters the battlefield. So that means 2 zombies for the price of 1 card, meaning 2 counters for our Champion of the Parish. And then also 4 copies of Dread Wanderer. Just a really good 1-drop, 2/1 for 1. Enters the battlefield tap, but we can return it from the graveyard to the battlefield if we have 1 or fewer cards in our hand. Just, a nice recursive threat. Then the last few cards in the deck are going to be our draw engine. Of course, Crypt Breaker, tap 3 zombies, draw a card, lose a life. Great value there, especially if we have a bunch of decayed zombies that we don't necessarily want to attack with for whatever reason. Well, we can use them to draw some cards, or we can also discard a card, pay 2, and tap the Crypt Breaker to make another 2/2 black zombie creature token, which will pump up our Champion of the Parish. Undead Augur is going to allow us to draw a card every time a zombie we control dies, which is super sweet with Decay, because even if the opponent doesn't block our 2/2 Decay because they don't want us to draw a card, well, we're still going to draw a card because the decay is going to die at the end of combat. And sure, we got to lose a life, but drawing a card is super important. And then 4 copies of Gem Palm Polluter. This is mostly here for the cycling. If you watch the Orzhov zombie deck, you saw how effective it could be. This board can get super wide with cards like the Lazotop Reaver, Jadar, and the Tainted Adversary. So we can definitely ping our opponent down for quite a bit. And then it also just cycles. Drawing another card is really good. I'm a little unsure about this card in the deck, whether or not I want to keep a full playset of them in the deck, but so far it has been performing decently. Over in the lands, we are playing Faceless Haven because it is a mono-colored deck, and when you have a mono-colored deck, especially a token, or not a token, a tribal deck, it's always good to play a Faceless Haven. Then 17 snow-covered swamps, and then Castle Lochwain, which I'm not even sure I need it in the deck. It might just switch this out for one more snow-covered swamp, but for now, I'm trying out a single copy of the castle. Over in the sideboard, we have some creature removal. We have some hand disruption with 4 Thoughtseizes, more creature removal, and life gain with the Murderous Rider. If we run into an especially aggressive deck like Mono Red, might be good to get this out as a 2/3 with lifelink for 3. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm dreaming that will be effective, but that's the idea behind it. Soul Shatter still in here just in case we run into Sarah's emissaries, that annoying angel. Crippling Fear in case we run into a very wide creature strategy. Really good because we can choose zombies and it could be a one-sided board wipe. And then 2 copies of Leyline of the Void for just a little bit of graveyard hate that only hits our opponent. We don't really play too much with the graveyard, but it's still nice to be able to bring back a Dread Wanderer from the graveyard if we can. And then if the opponent sees that we're on zombies, they might think, hey, they have graveyard synergies, they might bring in graveyard hate, and it's not really going to impact us too much. So that is the deck. It's pretty fun to play. It is very aggressive, more so than I thought it would be. Jump into some games and see how it performs. See you over there. All right, Mono Black Zombies. Here we go. Got to get that mythic ranking and back up. I kind of damaged it a little bit last season or before Midnight Hunt released. This hand's a little iffy, but I think I'm going to try to keep it. Hopefully this Undead Augur ends up drawing us into some pretty good stuff. It'll have a few creatures to hopefully draw cards with. So how has Midnight Hunt been going for you? Any new interesting decks you've tried out? Really curious how people are finding... Oh, that sucks. How people are finding Standard especially. They take the Augur and we find another Reaver. Not great, but hey, at least we get to attack maybe with a 2/2 next turn. Could be a thing. Ooh. Oh no. Everything's going real butt up. I think I'm going to go out with the Lord of the Accursed over the Lazotop Reaver and probably not attack, although they probably have a way of removing the Lord of the Accursed, and if they do, they can Inquisition to get the Lazotop Reaver back. This is a really bad position. This opponent just kind of had what was needed against us. That being said, maybe I'm overestimating what the opponent might have in their hand. Yeah, Consider's pretty cool. I'm glad to see that card. Yeah, pretty neat. Okay, 1 open mana source for the opponent, hovering over the Lord of the Accursed. Unholy Heat deals with the Lord of the Accursed. Yeah, that's a real shame. Well, can prevent damage from happening at the very least. And you know what? I think I'm just going to go with these. I was kind of thinking maybe I would go Faceless Haven, but I don't mind doing this. Let's get in for 2. Hold back a couple of cards. Okay. Can attack in with the Dreadhorde Arcanist if they'd like. Or they didn't do that. Okay. This might... I was going to say this might really suck if they decide to Thoughtseize or Inquisition us. But yeah, they're just going to burn down. Alright. Well, Champion of the Parish is a very good card, but it's a little late. I wish it were here just a little bit earlier. They're doing so much with 2 mana. It's very impressive. Still, what board is why this Faceless Haven is online. You know, maybe it's all right. Maybe we're going to be able to fight through this nastiness. Especially if they keep whiffing on lands. It's a good one. Okay, so maybe they'll attack and use Consider. Maybe they leave the... I was going to say maybe they leave it back to block. Yeah, there's the Consider. Love the art on this new card. Is it better than Opt? Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card in your graveyard. So instead of scrying it to the bottom, I think it might actually be better than... In some decks, might be better. Okay. Well, this Champion of the Parish is getting up to a 3/3. Okay. Did not expect the insta-concede from the opponent. Yeah. Oh. That's weird. Put a +1/+1 counter on an army you control. Oh my god, that's an interaction I've never known about. So the Champion of the Parish is only going to go up to a 2/2 because technically Faceless Haven is an army. So the Lazatop Reaver put the +1/+1 counter on Faceless Haven. Huh. That's super cool. I'm a little bit dumbstruck by that. Okay, Leyline of the Voids I think are definitely coming in against this graveyard strategy. I think I'm also going to bring in some Fatal Pushes. I kind of feel like Crypt Breakers are not going to do too well in this matchup. It's just they're going to die so quickly. I don't think I'm going to get a ton of value out of the Jump Home Polluters either. And then maybe I go down one Jadar. Try something like that. All right. Yeah, that's cute. I never... Yeah, Changelings are weird, right? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll try it. Need to find another... That's a great card. Need to find another black source, but... Could be okay. I gotta imagine this Champion of the Parish is gonna die, but... You know, we gotta fight through the removal somehow. There's another black source. So... Is it Jadar or the Tainted Adversary? I think it's gonna be Jadar. I'm going to attack with the Champion of the Parish first, because it's not going to get a +1/+1 anyways until the end of turn. So we'll put this out. If it survives, it makes it decayed. Oh, okay. That's fine. Dragon Rage Channeler for the opponent. Sure. Now is it the Death Baron or the Tainted Adversary? Kind of want to go out with the Tainted Adversary first. Sure. Super fun. Still, that 3 body is super relevant, especially when, you know, you're facing off things against things like this in the format. Consider it's a huge boost to Dragon Rage Channeler, I think. Just really helping out with Delirium. So, they have... Yeah, I got a block. Maybe they have a 2 damage spell. But it's I got Death Touch, so getting rid of this Dragon Rage Channeler is going to be worth it. Alright. Well, the adversaries are here. I think I'm going to go with the Death Baron, because if I do draw another land, then I can start putting these out for 5. They want to remove the Death Baron. They're going to have, you know, a Magma Spray or Unholy Heat for it one way or another. Sure. Hold against command, pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, land off the top is without a doubt the best. It's not land. Okay, I'm gonna cycle the Gem Palm. Doesn't do any damage, but awkward, really awkward. So they have only instances in there, meaning they're probably not going to get these Dragon Rage Channelers online anytime soon. That being said, this could be a land, okay, could be, and then a creature. And they could put another thing. That's pretty bonkers. Oh, they decide to keep it on top. Must have been pretty good. Another consider. Okay, I gotta imagine we're taking 6 damage now. There's no way they can not find another 2 types. That's an instant. That's a creature. Oh. Both of those are good. I'm surprised they didn't keep the Fatal Push. Making me think maybe they have a way of dealing with the Tainted Adversary already in hand. I wonder if I need to save the Fatal Push for Lurrus. Yeah. Alright, so it worked out very well for the opponent and not so well for me. I don't know, maybe I should have pushed one of these Dragon Rage Channelers. But now Lurrus is gonna come and just keep bringing them back. There's a land. Guess I'm attacking with both. They're going to take it, of course. Okay. Well, I get to make a pretty good field. If they have a way of removing the Tainted Adversary, we lose. If they don't, then maybe I have a way of finishing off the game. They gummed up the board so well. Oh. Hang on. I gotta make sure this is right. So, I Fatal Push the Arcanist, I Fatal Push the Delver, I give these all Menace, and I attack in for lethal. In theory. Yeah. Maybe? They do have one card with 3 open mana, so... And it's stopping, so it makes me think they have something. Still, they gotta deal with this, which is 10. So they might be able to kill this for 2. That's not good enough. Am I smiling enough? I think I might be smiling enough. Oh. I'm so happy. You have no idea how happy I am. Wow. What a way to finish. What a top deck. Oh, Fatal Push. Keep going. Let's go. Next game. All right, game 2, coming off a huge win against Grixis. What do you call that? Grixis aggro, I guess. Something like that. Opening hand looks pretty sweet. A great little curve. Okay. Don't have any more head-banging trees over on the side. I wonder if they fixed some stuff. Interesting. So, champion pairs to the field, and our opponent is on Faceless Haven. What does that mean? Okay. Well, that's a little unfortunate because I can't get in with my Champion of the Parish now. But I still think it's fine to pump it up by 1, and then next turn I'll have a 4/4 and a 3/3 potential attackers with the Death Baron. Okay. They're just fixing their mana. Good, good, good. Oh, goodness. Death Baron Tron. Okay. Not a bad attack for turn 3. Kind of feeling like I might be walking into a board wipe, though. Alright. So they take a Death Baron? Mono Black Zombies! Mono Black Zombies! Go, go, go! What is... I have no idea. This is a standard deck, right? I don't know what that is. I wonder if Crippling Fear would actually be pretty good against them. I wish I saw more of their deck to be able to make a better judgment call here. Yeah, I really have no idea. Let's try the Crippling Fear. I might be way off base on that one, but I have a feeling. And I'll take out 1, maybe 2 Gem Palm Polluters. Yeah, I think it's I think that's the flex card in the deck, but I have no idea, especially against an opponent that is doing something I have no clue about. Well, that's not keepable. That's fine. Yeah. I guess I didn't feel too hot about that sideboard card after all, right? If I'm just dunking it. Okay, Champion of the Perished. Really happy with this art, too. I like both the original art and this one. That looks like a board wipe, right? Okay. We'll just do Dread Wanderer attack for 2. Sure. And if they want a Doomscar, they can. At least they're only really getting the Champion of the Parish because our Dread Wanderer will eventually make a return. Okay. Now here's where things get a little bit icky. I don't think I really want to commit more cards to the field, so I think I'm just going to cycle the Gem Palm, see if I can hit like a Faceless Haven. No. Okay. So I think it's... I was really hoping they were going to board wipe there. I was going to say Lord of the Accursed, after a board wipe, Lord of the Accursed, and then Tainted Adversary. And go big. Yeah, Mascot Exhibition. If I put out the Lazatop Reaver, they can kill my Champion of the Perished. Don't like that. But I think it's probably the best way to go about it. And then I'm attacking with everything. They want a double block on Champion, it's probably fine. Okay. That's better for me. Are they going to make a treasure? Well, of course they're going to make... Well, they could kill the 1/1. Yeah. So, pretty obvious. So, stay the course. I guess it's going to be Adversary, pay that, and then next turn Lord the First. Go in with pretty good board. As long as they don't have another Doomscar. Okay. That's pretty annoying too, but it's fine, right? Yeah, let's just go out with everything. And if they wipe the board... Is there a reason I can't put this out? turn... Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought it cost 1 for some reason. I don't know why I was saying it costs 1. Well, I do know why, because it says 1 up in the corner. And if they wipe us, yeah, this is a lot of card draw. They have that. That's a good one. That really hurt. Okay. Let's do that, and then I'm going to actually attack with both of these. Certainly they can chump block 1, but I'm going to draw 4 cards here. Tell me that isn't awesome. All right. All right. Zombies. Champion of the Parish is a little awkward. I was going to put out 2 lords and then attack huge. I think that's what I do, right? 2 lords attack huge. Or no. We'll do this. And then I get an extra draw on the Crypt Breaker. I have to be a little bit careful of these Dread or Undead Augurs possibly murdering me. But sure. Wow. Huh. Well, they get 2 draws here. I don't think they can sacrifice another creature yet. Or treasure token. I forgot to read the rest of the card. So 3 cards in hand. Could be scary. It could be a board wipe. If that's the case, I lose 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 life. It's 2-0 with the zombies. In very convincing wins. Oh, alright. Keep going. Alright. Match 3. Game 3. Match 3. Match 3. I can already see the thumbnail already, right? Breaking historic, breaking the format, the new top deck. Look at this 100% win rate deck. All right, I won't do it. But, you know, you could imagine it. I'm just happy that it's working. I love zombies. I love tribes. And it's performing as well as it did while I was testing it, so... Interesting. What do they choose here? I think I'd take the adversary. But it all depends on what they have in hand, of course. Okay, hit for 1. I think I'm going to Gem Palm now. I don't think I'm going to get better value out of it later. Sure. Cool. Crypt Breaker going to be good later on. A little annoying. Double Thoughtseize, but... Okay. What's with the Dread or Death Barons? I guess I shouldn't complain about finding all my lords. Sure. So this Flame Blade Adept is going to be pretty big. They get rid of... Okay, 1 land. Which is a little annoying. They can chump block effectively. Going with the 5/5. They're a little ways away from Kruxa. Okay. Sorcery, creature, and land. So very close to putting this up to a 3/3. I got to be aware of that. Well, they're doing a good job of gumming up the board, which unless I find my Lord of the Accursed, is going to be a bit of a problem. If I can find old Accursed face, I can give everything Menace and hopefully get in. Sure. Ooh. Troublesome. Very troublesome. But I now have an 8/8. So the champion of the parish can comfortably attack. And the Root Walla chump blocks it. They could put everything in front of it. That'd be pretty crazy. Okay. Gotta do a little bit more. Okay. That's fine. I am okay taking out 3 for 1. Sure. Well, this Castle Lochwain actually might come into play now. They do have enough for Kruxa. Okay. So what would be the best card? I think that's an okay card. They have to block at least 2. Okay. Sure. Well, still have a pretty nice board. Oh, Jim Pompalooter is awesome. Yeah. What you gonna do, opponent? Feels good to be attacking with zombies. Yeah. The pinging with the zombies is very neat, and it's a cute deck. But boy, oh boy, do I ever love attacking in. Okay, so definitely bringing in the Leyline of the Void. Do I also want to bring in the Crippling Fear again? The Crippling Fear worked very well in the last game. They could have a pretty annoyingly wide board with the Jackal, with a bunch of elementals. It doesn't hit the hollow one, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't know if that's worth it. Maybe I'll think, maybe 1. Get rid of 2 of those. 1 Dread Wanderer. Try it like that. Okay. Champion of the Parish got out of control. What was it? It was an 8/8 before they were able to deal with it, and they had to put 3 cards in front of it. I love it. So close. If we just had 1 more land, I could take the risk. But the Leyline of the Void is so valuable. You know what? I'm going to keep it because of the Leyline of the Void. I think I value this so highly. And I have 2 draws to hit a land. 1 draw now. Okay, get lucky. Start making zombies. That's some cool animation. I actually didn't really focus on the animation before, but that was sweet. I'm having fun. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Having fun playing Magic? It's a unicorn. It's fine. Man, if I had a land, how sweet would that have been? No. I was going to say I could go Champion of Parish Dread Wanderer, but having the Faceless Haven as the other land kind of stops that idea. Sure. Okay. That's cool. I like that a lot. Can't block, though. And it comes back, although they can throw Jadar in front of something. So is it Champion of the Parish plus Reaver? Okay, we're gonna lose the Jadar. I think it's fine. Yeah. It was gonna happen. Oh. Oh, I really wish they blocked there. I'm glad they put effort into that animation. And then we get a 3/3 perished. Okay. Death Baron coming out if we hit another land. Other Dread Wanderer as well. Pump up the Champion of the Parish quite a bit. We do... everything does have to attack this turn, though. So... if the opponent has a good creature, could be quite favorable. Am I worried about like a... you know what? I'm just going to let it hit me. I don't want to lose my Champion of the Parish if they have something like a Magma Spray. And... okay. Go, boys. What do you got, opponent? You must have something. Nothing. Really? They just had... oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I always forget that there's another part to the Akronor. Every single time. Each tap creature does that. Huh. It's my bad. It's on me. Okay, give me if they give me a land, I can go in with the Faceless Haven. Might be better just to actually establish a board, though, again. It's a land. So I could take them down to 1. Or is it better? You know, I think it's better just to get these out. Do that. And then I have the face. No, I can't go in with the Faceless Haven. That was the one land that I couldn't draw was the Castle Lochwain. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow. Good recovery, opponent. Very good. And they're playing with the Leyline of the Void very well. Like, this is not really affecting them at all. Now the question is, do I send the Faceless Haven in or do I put in the Dread Wanderer? I think it's Faceless Haven. It would suck if they had a way of dealing with it, but... okay. What are they doing with all that mana? That's what they're doing. Alright. That's not terrible. It's not great either, but not terrible. Oh, my smile. I think my smile disappeared, right? Everything was going so smoothly. Bone Crusher Giant. Eldraine strikes back. Look at that. Alright. What do I need? Sure. I guess my own Witch's Vengeance would be alright. Or it's not Witch's Vengeance. Whatever the other one is called that I have. Okay. Don't have much of a choice. I think I just have to go Reaver plus Wanderer. Maybe I can gum up the board just enough. And then maybe if I find like a Gem Palm Polluter. Maybe there's a chance somewhere in all that craziness, but I have to put this in front of that at the very least. This kind of makes me think, oh, they have the activation there. Alright, we'll get rid of the Bone Crusher Giant. I would have taken 10 damage had I... Okay. Opponent, very, very well fought back. Ooh. Hot draws. Okay. I do have my emotes now. I did realize what the problem was, which I'll explain in a second. So I didn't have my emotes for the last little while because I guess in one of the updates they kind of wiped the emotes and you had to reset them, and I just never realized that was the case. Goodness, what do I do against that? Not a whole lot. Crippling Fear, that's what it's called. I mean, Crippling Fear is not terrible. Just the hollow ones are really good at avoiding it. I'm going to bring it in and just hope that they don't find that. Felt like the Dread Wanderers were basically useless in the matchup anyways, so we'll see. Try to get out to a better start. And also need to find the Undead Augur. I think the deck really hinges on that card being in play. Ugh. Yeah, it's okay to keep. We get the Leyline on the Void, Champion on 1, Jadar 2, so hopefully. Unfortunately, the Faceless Haven finding the deck, or finding the opening hand again. Double mana, or double black mana, kind of making things difficult at times with the Faceless Haven. I think it's still worth it to have the Haven, though. Okay. Hopefully this Leyline gets in their way this time. Okay. Well, Jadar out. No attack. Pump up the Parish. And that's an okay board on 2. I think I'm going to go out with the Lord. Okay. Maybe it should have been the Undead Augur, actually, now I'm looking at it, because the Undead Augur drawing me a card every time a Decayed dies probably would have been better overall. Be a real shame if Jadar died now. They must have another Stomp or a Braid. You know, that's okay. I still get this little engine going, and now with the Augur on the field, it's going to be a little bit more annoying for them to deal with everything. Not great. That Bone Crusher Giant coming down actually will be quite troublesome. Huh. Is that so? Okay. So I guess it's just 2 Reavers. Make it 2/2. Get another 2/2. Go Jadar, man. This card's super cool. It really flew under my radar. Ugh. Guess I kind of walked into that. But old Jadar's still around. Okay. Oh, I can't attack. What am I thinking? Oh, okay. Never mind. Blazing Rootwalla. Very annoying little bugger. Oh yeah, I get the +1/+1 on the Faceless Haven again. Maybe that was a genius move in the end. Maybe I'm just struggling to figure out what I'm going to actually do in this game. Don't want to lose the gem palm, but it's okay. Is it better just to gem palm? I think so. Hit for 2. Crippling Fear. Okay. Unfortunately, Jadar, now I'm realizing, doesn't play too well with Crippling Fear, does he? And I'm not sure I want to get rid of... Okay, well, I guess that changes things. Sorry, bud. You turned traitor, and now I'm afraid you have to die. Do I want to wait to Crippling Fear until they put out this Bone Crusher Giant? Although with the Lord of the Accursed... No, I think it's okay to do this. They'll still have the 2/2 zombie left over, but it can't block. So we'll get in for 3. Just have to be aware of the 3rd phase. I don't want to forget that again. It's okay. Maybe it's okay. May as well. And there's the Bone Crusher. Oh, it's so good. It was like maybe one of the better draws possible. Okay. They just let it through though now. That's fine. What? Why? Oh yeah, I guess they Hopefully I didn't mess up my camera. When I put my head down, I know the blue green screen kind of messes up. That hurt a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. Okay. Well. Menace is... The Crown War should not be working that effectively against me. Like, this strategy is, I think, pretty safe against the Crown War, but I think the opponent definitely got us. Not a whole lot I can do there. Maybe I should... No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right. Well, still, I think it was an okay performance. The opponent's hands were... kind of fiery, I will say. But yeah, let's move on. We lost. Not a big deal. Wrap up. All right, so the first little build of Mono Black Zombies, it feels super awesome. I did lose that last game against the Rakdos deck, but you know what? I think things really went in the opponent's favor. We didn't see a lot of our key cards, didn't see any tainted adversaries, couldn't keep an undead augur on the field. Maybe that's where things fell apart. Also, they had really good spot removal, so they were able to deal with things as they were coming out. Hey, that's magic. Still, those first 2 games really prove that the deck can do well, and I really like this build of zombies. Definitely going to be messing around with it a little bit more, tuning it to a different degree. I don't know what I want changed. But maybe find something other than the Gem Palm Polluters. Maybe something else from the graveyard. I'm not sure. We'll see. Also, zombies. Lots of other play in different builds. I originally thought about putting Collected Company in this deck. That might be another thought, is to cut the Gem Palm Polluters, cut the Faceless Havens, make a Golgari mana base, and go with... Collected Companies, and then I actually think I get access to some pretty cool multicolor cards. This I'm not 100% sure of, but under 3 CMC, that's 4 CMC. That's what I was thinking, was maybe we could collect a company into that, but I was dreaming. So, yeah. Okay, maybe not. Still, there is room to build with this deck, that is for certain. And zombies, this card, insane. This card, very fun. I think it works very well in this case. And then the Tainted Adversary is insane as well. So watch out for zombies. I think somebody's going to break it. I'm going to keep working on it. I don't know if I'm that guy, but I'm going to try. Anyways, thanks for sticking around. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.